Welcome to Remembering Our Spirits, March 26, 2023, from the book Around the Year with Emmett Fox. That was my cat. The Blessed Meek. Blessed are the meek, for they shall inherit the earth. Matthew 5:5. On the surface, this beatitude seems to be contradicted by the facts of everyday life. But either Jesus knew what he was talking about and is to be taken seriously, or his teachings should be dropped altogether. If he is to be relied upon, then let us pay him the compliment of assuming that he knew best about the art of living. The fact is that when correctly understood, the teaching of Jesus is found to be the most practicable of all doctrines, and the whole essence of his teaching and of its application is summed up in this text. When you possess the spiritual meaning of this text, you have the secret of dominion, the secret of overcoming every kind of difficulty. We notice that there are two polar words in this text, meek and earth. First of all, the word earth in the Bible really means the whole of your outer world, of your outer experience. And to inherit the earth means to have dominion over that outer experience. So we see that when the Bible talks about possessing the earth, governing the earth, making the earth glorious, it is referring to the conditions of our lives, from our bodily health outward to the farthest point in our affairs. So this text undertakes to tell us how we may possess or govern or be masters of our environment. One of the things I often say to my clients is that every relationship we're having outside of the one we're having with ourselves is an outpicturing. It's a mirror of the relationship we're having with ourselves. So if we're struggling with somebody outside of ourselves, where I truly believe the work is in relationship with ourselves. What are our thoughts? What are our perceptions? What are our beliefs? What are our behaviors around the external relationship that is causing us any form of grief, any form or challenges of having peace of mind? Prior to my near-death experience, which I had when I was approximately 34 years old, I blamed everyone and everything outside of me for my life. I was a victim and a blamer in the extreme example and sense of victim and blame thinking and behavior. After my near-death experience, I took personal responsibility for every single thought, perception, and belief, for every behavior, every emotional trigger inside of me that somebody outside of me may trigger. I am responsible. And what the languaging I use in my practice is we are either reacting or we are responding to everyone and everything in the world, beginning with the relationship we have with ourselves. When we respond, we are coming and behaving from fear-based thinking, perceptions, and beliefs. And when we respond, we are coming from forgiveness and love-based thinking, perceptions, and beliefs. And again, I say, beginning with the relationship that we are having with ourselves. There is one person we are in relationship with 24/7. Many, many years ago, I was living in Santa Barbara and I was seeing a very, very good therapist. At the time, I was single and had been divorced and single for a really, really long time. And I went in to do some work with this therapist. He was great. And I just started to cry. I was crying, 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 crying. So just afraid and miserable at the thought of being single and alone with myself for the rest of my life. I was so upset and sad about it. And mind you, I was a grown woman and I was crying like a baby while I was doing the work with him in the throes of those thoughts and beliefs and perceptions that were so afraid of living alone with myself for the rest of my life. This divine thought came to me. And the thought was, well, Sharon, it's not like you're going to be living with Attila the Hun. You are pretty much a nice, decent person. And that thought that I received from the presence of God within me changed the trajectory of the relationship I was having with myself. I was no longer afraid or upset or sad about being single because at least I wasn't living with Attila the Hun. I was living with me. And I treat myself respectfully and kindly. I eat well, most of the time. I exercise. I watch the programs that I love watching on TV. I go to bed when I want to go to bed, which is really early. I am married now, and my wonderful husband, David, supports me in going to bed early. Early. What time is early for me? I'm in bed between 6 and 7 every single night. It is rare that I'm not in bed that early. We are in relationship with one person 24/7, ourselves. Make it a peaceful, nice, kind relationship. Take the best for you of everything I'm sharing and leave the rest. I look forward to walking this path with you. As this channel grows, as my client base grows, and as I reach more and more people. Have a really blessed day and be kind to yourself.